It's Q&A time once again, and this evening we say shukran jazilan to Mufti Ismail Basa, Jamiyat KZN, resident expert at Channel Islam International, answering your questions. This evening, Mufti Sahib, we've got two questions coming in. The first is, if a person vomits a mouthful or less than a mouthful, does it break one's wudu and one's fast?
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem, amma ba'd. In the case of wudu, if a person vomits less than a mouthful, the wudu will not break. But if a person vomits a mouthful or more, the wudu would be invalid, the wudu would break. What is referred to as a mouthful? A mouthful refers to that which cannot be kept in the mouth without difficulty. Now, in the case of fasting, if a person has to vomit less than a mouthful unintentionally, which is usually the case, then the fast will not break. Similarly, if a person has to vomit a mouthful or more unintentionally, which is again normally the case, the fast will not break. The fast will not break. The only time the fast would be considered broken is when a person vomits a mouthful or more intentionally. In other words, a person vomited a full mouthful and it was induced, it was forced. That is the only instance and circumstance in which the fast would be broken. So there are many people that ask this question over and over again: does vomiting in the state of fasting break the fast? Generally speaking, vomiting does not break the fast. There is only one instance in which vomiting would break the fast, and that is when it is a mouthful or more and it was induced, it was forced, and it was forced to come out from the mouth. That is the only instance where the fast would be considered broken.
Jazakallah khair, Mufti Sahib. Next question: what does a woman do if her period starts or ends during the day in Ramadan?
If a woman started fasting, the fast of Ramadan, but during the day she experienced her menses, she experienced her haze, her fast will break, her fast will be nullified, and she will have to make qaza of the fast in which the menses was experienced after the month of Ramadan. Now, what does she do for the rest of that day? It is permissible for her to eat, to drink, etc., because the fast has now become invalidated. She should do this within the confines of her home. She should do this discreetly. On the other hand, if she was already in the state of menses, already in the state of haze, and her menses stopped during the day of Ramadan, during the fast of Ramadan, in that case, she should act like a fasting person. She should make tashabbuh bisa'im, and she should imitate a fasting person for the rest of the day. What does that mean? It means that here there was no fast from the beginning, from the onset whatsoever. Nothing has broken, but due to the sanctity of the month, due to the sacredness of the month, she must act like a fasting person right till Maghrib, and she should not eat or drink at that time.